Have you been wondering how your life changed after having kids? You know, being a parent is the most rewarding job in the world. But let's be honest, it can also be all-consuming. It's so easy to lose yourself in sippy cups, diaper changes, and carpool karaoke sessions. Ever feel like you've put your own passions on hold since becoming a parent? Like that guitar in the corner is just gathering dust? Or that pottery wheel is starting to look more like modern art than anything else? You're not alone. That's why I'm so excited to share 7 tips to help you rediscover your passions and reignite that inner spark, because you deserve to have it all. So grab your favorite beverage, maybe a juice box for the little one, and get ready to take some notes. Because trust me, you can be an amazing parent and still pursue your own dreams. It's all about finding that balance, that rhythm, that lets you nurture your family and yourself at the same time. Are you ready? Let's do this. First things first, let's talk about setting goals. Remember those? Back in the day, you were setting goals left and right, crushing it in your career, love life, you name it. And then those little bundles of joy arrived. And suddenly, your biggest goal was keeping a human alive for 24 hours straight. But here's the thing, setting personal goals isn't selfish, it's self-care. It's about reclaiming a little piece of yourself amidst the beautiful chaos of parenthood. Think of it like this, you wouldn't try to run a marathon without a finish line in sight, right? Well, life's the same way. Having goals gives you direction, a sense of purpose beyond the everyday. It could be anything from learning a new language to finally writing that novel you've been dreaming about since college. Remember that pottery wheel we talked about? Dust it off. Or maybe it's finally signing up for that marathon. The key is to start small. Don't overwhelm yourself with trying to do everything at once. Pick one thing you're passionate about and set achievable goals. Maybe it's practicing your guitar for 30 minutes a day or taking an online pottery class once a week. Remember, you're not in a race, you're on a journey, and it's okay to take it one step at a time. Celebrate those small victories along the way, because every little bit of progress adds up to something amazing. And who knows, maybe achieving these goals will inspire your kids to chase their own dreams too. Imagine that, being a role model for your kids, not just in parenting, but in pursuing your passions. Now that's what I call a win-win. Okay, next up, let's talk about me time. I know, the mere mention of me time might send some parents into a fit of laughter. Me time? What's that? Is that what you call hiding in the pantry with a bag of chips while the kids are watching cartoons? Listen, I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. But seriously, folks, scheduling time for yourself isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Just like you schedule play dates and doctor's appointments, pencil in some quality time with the most important person in your life, you. Think about it. When you're constantly on the go, taking care of everyone else's needs, you end up feeling drained, depleted, like an old dish rag wrung out one too many times. And that's not good for you or your family. Scheduling me time allows you to recharge your batteries, de-stress, and reconnect with yourself. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It could be as simple as taking a long hot bath without rubber duckies, reading a book, going for a walk in nature, or just sitting in silence for 15 minutes without someone asking you for a snack. The important thing is to make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. Just like you wouldn't skip your child's doctor's appointment, don't skip your me time. Your sanity will thank you for it. Now, let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? Remember those things you loved to do before you became a parent? The hobbies, the passions, the things that made your heart sing? Like working on a nice puzzle or setting up your fantasy football lineup? Well, guess what? They're still there, just waiting for you to rediscover them. It could be anything from playing a musical instrument to painting, writing, hiking, dancing, or even just binge-watching your favorite TV show without feeling guilty about it. Remember that dusty guitar? The one that's become a coat rack? It's time to tune it up and make some music. I know what you're thinking. I don't have time for hobbies. I'm too busy raising tiny humans. And I hear you. Parenting is a full-time job, but it doesn't have to be the only job. Think about it this way. Reconnecting with your hobbies is like taking a mini vacation for your soul. It allows you to tap back into your creativity, your joy, your sense of self. And that, my friends, is priceless. So, dust off those paintbrushes, dig out your dancing shoes, and give yourself permission to have some fun. You deserve it. All right, so we've talked about setting goals, scheduling me time, and reconnecting with old hobbies. Now let's shake things up a bit and talk about trying new things. I know, change can be scary, especially when you're already juggling more than you thought humanly possible. But trust me on this one, stepping outside your comfort zone can be incredibly liberating and lead you to discover hidden talents and passions you never knew you had. Think about it this way. Becoming a parent opened you up to a whole new world, right? A world of sleepless nights, endless diaper changes, and a love so profound it makes your heart want to burst. So, why not approach trying new activities with the same sense of adventure and wonder? It could be anything from taking a cooking class to learning a new language, trying a new sport, or even just exploring a new part of your city. The key is to be open to new experiences and to embrace the unknown. Who knows, you might surprise yourself with what you discover. You might even find a new passion that you're more passionate about than you ever thought possible. And if not, at least you'll have a good story to tell at your next play date. Okay, let's get real for a minute. Rediscovering your passions isn't just about you, it's about your relationship too. And that means you need to keep communication lines open. Remember those heart-to-heart conversations you used to have before kids? The ones where you talked about your hopes, your dreams, your fears? Yeah, it's time to bring those back. Talk to your partner about how you're feeling, about your desire to reconnect with yourself and your passions. Let them know that it's not about loving them any less, it's about loving yourself more. Because when you feel fulfilled as an individual, you bring that positive energy back into your relationship. And here's the thing, your partner might be feeling the same way. Maybe they're also craving some time for themselves, some space to pursue their own interests. Talking openly and honestly can help you both understand each other's needs and find ways to support each other on your individual journeys. Remember, you're in this together. You're a team. And just like any good team, you need to communicate effectively to achieve your goals, both individually and as a couple. You know what they say, it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it also takes a village to rediscover your passions. Joining a community or group with similar interests can be an amazing way to connect with like-minded people, learn new skills, and find support on your journey. Think about it. Parenting can be isolating, especially in those early years. You're sleep-deprived, you're covered in spit-up, and you haven't had an adult conversation in what feels like years. Joining a community can help you break out of that isolation and remind you that you're not alone. It could be anything from a book club to a hiking group, a crafting circle, a sports team, or even just an online forum. The key is to find something that interests you and that allows you to connect with others who share your passions. And who knows, you might even make some new friends along the way. Friends who understand the joys and challenges of parenthood, friends who support your dreams and encourage you to pursue your passions. And that, my friends, is what it's all about. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, rediscovering our passions can feel like an uphill battle. And that's okay. It's okay to ask for help. If you're struggling to find your spark, if you're feeling lost, overwhelmed, or just plain exhausted, seeking professional help can be incredibly beneficial. Think of it like this. You wouldn't hesitate to take your child to the doctor if they were sick, right? Well, your mental health is just as important as your physical health. A therapist can provide you with a safe and supportive space to explore your feelings, work through any underlying issues, and develop coping mechanisms to help you manage stress and rediscover your passions. Remember, asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. It takes courage to admit that you need support, and it's a testament to your commitment to yourself and your well-being. So if you're feeling lost, don't hesitate to reach out for help. There are people who care about you and want to see you thrive. Well, there you have it, folks. 7 tips to help you rediscover your passions after kids. Remember, being a parent is a beautiful, messy, and incredibly rewarding journey. But it's also important to remember that you are not just a parent. You are a person with your own unique dreams, desires, and passions. So tell me, what are some of the things you used to love doing before kids? What are some new things you've always wanted to try? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel for more tips on love, relationships, and personal growth. Hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any future videos. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, check the ones on your screen right now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time here at the Academy of Love.